From Jim Connors Court on the campus of St. Edward High School, the Eagle Sports Network is on the air. Hi again, everybody. Chris Mendoza here. Glad to have you along as we are getting set for some JV basketball action. I am joined, as always, with Xavier Stiles and Javion. And boys, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I think it's going to be a great matchup, competitive matchup. Eagles versus the Hornets. You never know how it's going to go.
I'm just here to see a good basketball game, really, from both sides. Eagles, I just want to see them start off strong and come out with a win.
Yeah, and speaking of winning, St. Ed's coming off a 78-44 win over Solon, while the John Hay Hornets coming off a 57-41 loss to Villa Angeles St. Joseph.
Yeah, I think the tide is kind of on our side right now, coming off a heat streak. Yeah.
St. Ed's coming in with an overall record of 16-2, while the Hornets coming in with an overall record of 4-2 on the year.
They play 6 games.
That's when I was doing my research, that's all I was able to find. Now, before we get started, let's go over the starters for both teams. First for St. Ed's, not going with their usual starting lineup, as Coach Sweeney has decided to change it up, as they're going to be starting Aiden Butler, Luke Hess, Ivor Anderson, Danny Oniger, and Anthony Noir.
I want to see them guys come out and just play basketball and have fun with it today.
Yeah, I wonder what made them change the lineups like that.
And for the John Hay Hornets, number 3, Wells, number 11, Ramirez, number 15, Melton, number 33, Glenn, and number 35, Boyd.
Yeah, you know, Melton, he used to go to this school. He just transferred out.
And folks, before we get on to this game, we're going to take this quick timeout on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome to today's game. This is Paul Keels, and you know how much I love broadcasting the Buckeyes, but I also love high school sports. On behalf of the OHSAA, let's all do our part to set a good example and make this a fun and safe experience for the kids involved. I know this game means so much to the players, coaches, and fans, but high school sports are about much more than the wins and losses. They teach life lessons that will be with the players long after their playing days are over. Good luck to both teams, and remember to respect the game.
Here at Joyce Buick GMC, our lot is beginning to get full again.
The selection of new Buicks and GMCs is the best it's been for a long time.
And we have many great GMC certified vehicles here and ready for delivery.
Come to Joyce Buick GMC now for great buys on new Buicks and GMCs.
Or a GM certified used SUV or truck. Come see why we say, drive Joyce, your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School as we are getting set for this JV basketball action between St. Edward and John Hay. Both teams still in their huddle as the horn has gone, and St. Ed's now coming out of their huddle. St. Ed's in their home white with the green writing and numbers with the gold trim. John Hay in their green road uniforms with the gold lettering and white trim. St. Ed's will be going left to right on your screen as John Hay will be going right to left. Taking the jump for both teams will be number 22, Ivor Anderson for the Eagles, and number 33, Glenn.
Aiden Butler out there for his first start. Let's see how he does.
We are underway, and St. Ed's will get the basketball to start this game. Aiden Butler with it. Gets it back at the top of the arc. Dancing around, looking, gets it off. Hess with it, gives it to Anderson. Anderson, he's going to drive in, dishing it out. Hess driving in, puts it up, nothing. Rebounded Butler, but it's going to go out of bounds, and it is going to go towards the Hornets.
Those kind of plays, that's what he's good for, the good hustle plays, bring morale to us.
Now the Hornets on their offensive drive. St. Ed's pressing as they normally like to do, as Boyd with it, bringing it over the timeline. Gets the pick. Stops. Driving in once again, looking to get it out to someone. He gets it to Wells. Wells, he's going to drive in on the baseline. Gets it back to Boyd. Boyd to Ramirez. Ramirez loses dribble, gets it back. Melton with it. Melton, that's going to be poked away. Butler saved it, but brought it back in for the Hornets. And the Hornets regaining the control of the ball. And that is going to be good by Boyd, his first 2 of the game, and it is 2-0 John Hay. Butler now, he's going to drive in, he's going to lay it up and in.
What a move.
Aiden Butler with 2. And now the Hornets look to respond to that. Boyd with it near the E. Guarded by Butler, hands it off to Ramirez. Ramirez going to go in the key. Dishes it out to Wells. Wells, he's going to trip, and there's going to be a foul called. No travel, as some of the Eagles wanted to travel. Foul is going to be called on Ivor Anderson, his first. And it is going to go baseline for the Hornets. Wells sets it inbound. Boyd with it, working it back to the top of the arc, back by the E. He's guarded by Oettinger. Melton gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez off the top of the backboard, rebound Anderson. And they're going to call a carry. And the coach is not too mad with that, as he was just trying to get around some Hornet defenders. And now
Look like he getting pulled for his earrings.
looks like Wells going to be pulled for his earrings. As subbing in will be Duke. He will be coming in for Wells. And now Duke inbounding on right in front of the scorer's table. That's going to be blocked by Anderson, but that is still going to go towards the Hornets right in front of the St. Edward bench. 2-2 our score, 5:14 to go here in the first. Hornets ball right in front of the St. Edward bench. Duke to inbound. That's going to be blocked by Anderson once again. Anderson doing a really great on that defense on the inbound.
Tenacious defense by the Eagles. Not giving up an inch.
All right, take 3 on the sideline inbound. Duke looking to get it into anybody. He gets it into Melton. Melton in the backcourt gets it back to Duke. Duke puts up a 3. Can't get that one. Rebounded by Butler. And Butler, he's going to be pressed by Boyd. Now Butler's got to get over the half-court line. He does. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson going to drive in, dishes it out to Oettinger. Oettinger for 3. No, off the back of the iron. Rebounded by the Hornets. But there's going to be a foul, and it is going to stay on the. It's going to go on the baseline, but it's going to go the way of the Hornets. Foul is going to be called on Anthony Noir, his first of the day. Hornets ball on the baseline. Now inbounded to Melton. Melton, he's going to charge up. He's just going to lob it up. I don't know what that was. Ball must have slipped as he went for a pass. But now the Hornets, Boyd puts it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound Anderson, but he loses it. And that is going to go out, and it is going to stay. Oh, but the referee on the other side of the court says, hey, I saw that one better, and it's going to go for the Eagles. So now Anderson set to inbound it as the Hornets once again pressing as Butler will pass it over to Anderson. Anderson has been really good the past couple games he has played in. Now Oettinger going to dish it, look to dish it. Actually, he's going to take the 2 ball, got it to rattle in.
Faked out the entire defense. Got an open look from it.
Butler with 4, and it is now 4-2 St. Ed's, 4:13 to go. Now the Hornets looking to respond to that. Boyd puts it up, nothing. Fight for the basketball. Glenn putting it up and in.
They're taking advantage of the Eagles not being able to get a rebound.
Now Oettinger with it. He's working it back, and now he's going to work it in. Gives it over to Noir. Noir, wide open. Can't get that to go. Rebound Oettinger, though. Oettinger puts it up and in.
He's starting this game off excellent.
Oettinger with 2. 6-4 now our score. Boyd with it. He's guarded by Butler. Gets it over the timeline. Oh, and he's going to lose that dribble, and Butler's going to regain it, and he's just going to stay on the ground. Oh, and that's another loose ball picked up by the Eagles. Now Anderson looking for the Euro step, but there's going to be a foul called, and it is going to go on the baseline.
Butler making plays on both the offense and the defense.
Substitutions coming in for both teams. as that'll be number 12, Ryan Ottiger, coming in. Ryan set to inbound. Ivor, wide open three, no, and there's going to be a travel as he makes it. Ivor Anderson went for the three, but the referee's going to call him with the travel. No basket made as he made that three. Now the Hornets. Boyd, guarded by Ottiger. Boyd, he's going to drive in. Little pass over to Melton, and Melton's going to get his first two of the game. Tied up at 6 once again. Ivor with it. He's going to drive in, loses it. There's going to be a foul on Boyd. That is his second foul on the day. And that is going to go Ivor to the line. Anderson, his first shot, got it. 7-6 now our score. St. Ed's looks to be making some substitutions, at least in the key, to hopefully get that rebound. Anderson's second shot is good. Now the Hornets. Duke with it, loses the ball. Danny with it, gives it over to Hess. Hess, he's going to drive in, putting it up. No, and there's going to be a foul called once again. Looks like the foul is going to be on Wells, his first of the game. Third team foul against the Hornets. Hess now. Got it. Luke Hess, his first of the day. It is now 9-6 St. Ed's, 2:51 to go. Hess, his second shot. Got it. Luke Hess with two, 10-6 now our score. Wells gonna drive in, he's gonna put it up, no foul called. Fight for the basketball, Duke with it, being double teamed. And now stolen.
This has been wonderful defensive possession.
Yeah, back-to-back steals. It's crazy.
Ryan Ottiger dishes it out to Danny. Danny for three. No, rattles in and out. Rebounded by the Hornets, and there's gonna be a foul. Now the Hornets set to inbound on the baseline underneath the hoop. Hornets look to get some offense going. Melton. There's going to be a double team up beyond on the elbow, and that is going to be stolen by Ryan. Ryan's going to go up and get it. Ryan Ottinger with two. Now the Hornets, Duke with it. He's going to get that blocked by Noah, and the Eagles once again getting the offense back. As Hess now with it. He's going to drive, and there's going to be a foul called.
The defensive intensity by the Eagles have been very well. Starting off late in this first quarter, they started off very slow, but now they're picking up the defensive side, getting consistent steals in the last couple of possessions.
Anderson set to inbound right in front of the Hornets bench. Inbounded to Danny Ottiger. Noah with it. He's going to drive in, gives it out. No, rebounded by the Eagles. Ryan with it. Ryan overshoots Anderson. I don't think Anderson saw where the ball was. Little bit of miscommunication on the court, as that is going to go for the Hornets.
What a steal.
Oh, stolen by Butler. Butler's going to put it up in it.
Once he checks back in. Crazy.
Now the Hornets get the ball once again, and that is going to be a fight for the basketball near half court. Time out, John Hay. John Hay going to call their first timeout. And it looks like it is going to be a full timeout. And as they take their timeout, we are going to take ours here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Being in St. Ed's has taught me how to become a leader and how to talk when I feel like I need to talk and say the things that I need to say.
Like, we call for leadership. Like, I know I have these talents, but I'm just gonna like kind of sit back and just let everything happen. Like, nah, I'm gonna step up and make it happen.
I think Eds does one of the best jobs around of allowing a person to make their own path. If you want to be an individual that has an impact in this community, you have all the resources to do so. Wow, like this place wants me to be something great.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School, 14-6. St. Ed's with the lead as John Hay just taking their first timeout as the Eagles going on a hot break as there was a fight for the basketball up by half court, and the Hornets coach decided he's going to take this timeout so then there's no jump ball situation. (14-6), 1:12 to go here in the first quarter here at St. Edward High School. The Hornets set to inbound it right in front of the scoring table. Wells looking to inbound. Gets it into Melton. Melton. Now Ramirez. Oh, that's going to be tipped by Noah, but rebounded by Glenn. Glenn, he's going to fight for the ball with Hess. And it looks like there's going to be a jump ball, and it is going to stay with the Hornets. Hornets ball right in front of the stage here at St. Edward High School. Ramirez for three. Can't get that to go. And that is going to be out of bounds. Melton went to save the ball, but he was out of bounds as he saved it, and that's going to be St. Ed's ball. Anderson to inbound to Butler. Butler, he's guarded by Boyd. He's going to sprint up the court, gives it over to Ryan. Ryan gives it to Hess. Hess, easy layup in, and there is going to be a foul. Hess with 4 now, and it is now 16-6, a 10-point lead for the Eagles. Now substitution coming in for the Hornets as DeSelva coming in for Glenn. Hess is looking to make the three-point play. Got it. Now the Hornets with it. Wells, he's going to drive in, stops. Dishes it back out to Boyd. Boyd still with it, up by the E. Melton going to drive in, stops, dishes it out to DeSilva. DeSilva, no rebound. Anderson, 23 seconds to go here in the first. Anderson, he's going to give it to Hess. Hess, he's going to put it up and in again.
For his third time at the line.
Luke Hess absolutely putting the pressure on the Hornets in the paint. And that foul going to be called on Wells, his second on the day, team's 6th.
I love how aggressive he is playing.
Hess to complete the three-point play yet again. No, can't get it. Fight for the ball, and that is going to be the Hornets' ball as there was last touch by Aiden Butler. Wells set to inbound it right under the hoop. Gets it into Ramirez. Ramirez, oh, that's going to be stolen potentially by Anderson, but he's going to be out of bounds as he got control of the ball. Hornets ball yet again, 12.4 seconds now remaining.
I like this aggressive defensive attempt at the end of the quarter by the Eagles.
Ramirez to inbound. Gets it into Wells. Wells, he's going to drive up. He's going to stop. No walking called. Oh, that's going to be loose ball picked up by Butler. Butler's going to go up and in. Aiden Butler, 8 points on the night already, 21-6, end of the first quarter.
Most of those 8 points came from steals and fast breaks.
Just to show how much aggression the Eagles have been playing in this first quarter of basketball.
And fans, as they go into their break for the quarter break. We're going to take one here. 21-6 our score. We'll be right back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Attention alumni, Eagle Connect is your one-stop shop for all things St. Ed's. Whether you're looking to reconnect with classmates, professionally network, catch a live stream broadcast, or want to flip through your digital yearbook catalog, Eagle Connect has you covered. Sign up today at sehsconnect.net.
For every just one more mile to your next ace on the court. When you have a sports-related injury, Cleveland Clinic is here for them all. For our Cavaliers, our Guardians, and athletes at all levels. Our team helps keep you in the game. As the best orthopedic care in Ohio, we offer expert diagnosis, personalized sports therapies, and game-changing surgeries. For every injury, for every athlete, for every care in the world. Schedule your care today.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School, 21-6 as we get set to start this second quarter of action. Luke Kozlowski now into the game to inbound it right in front of us on the sideline.
Seems like the Eagles came up with a whole new lineup out the gate.
Yeah, St. Ed's coming out with their usual starting lineup as Drew, that's going to be swatted by Delsiva. I'm having a brain fart on that one. But it's going to be St. Ed's ball as Nate Yursich set to inbound into the game for the Eagles. Nate Yursich, JT Kelsheimer, Drew Yursich, Marty McGlynn, and Luke Kozlowski as Drew Yursich with the ball up by the top of the arc. And there's going to be a foul. And it is going to be called on Drew Yursich. So now Hornets getting set to inbound. That's Boyd with it. He's going to drive up. He's going to be stopped. Wells puts up the three, gets it. That's actually two for him. Not the first three of the game. That's only two. And that's going to be a loose ball, and it's going to go out, and it's going to stay with the Eagles. Eagles ball. Nate Yursich set to inbound it on the baseline to our right. Gets it into JT Kelsheimer. Kelsheimer to Drew. Drew to Nate, to Luke. No, can't get that. Gets his own rebound. He's going to get blocked. Puts it up. No. Rebound. Kelsheimer again. Gets it out. Drew Yursich. Three. No. Rebounded by the Hornets. Melton going to get that. And the Hornets are going to set up their offense.
Wasn't much the big man can do. They got like 10 rebounds. One possession.
Boyd, he's going to lose that, and there it was not tipped, so it is going to be an over-the-back call, St. Ed's ball. A lot of chaos happening as we are only a minute in to this second quarter. (21-8) our score, 6:02 to go here in the second quarter. Nate Yursich with the ball. Gets it over to Drew. Drew for three. No, off the side of the iron. Rebound, Kelsheimer, and that's going to be poked away, and it's going to be picked up by Wells. Wells going to pass that off the shoulder of one of his teammates, but Melton's there. He's going to pass it deep past it to Delsiva. Can't get that. The easy layup. St. Ed's ball. Both these teams very fast-paced offenses. Let's see if both defenses can keep up with it. Kelsheimer with it. He's going to be sprinting up the court. Kelsheimer, he's going to lay it up. No! Rebound, Kozlowski gets it to McGlynn. McGlynn, no. He's going to drive in, putting it up and in. Marty McGlynn. Marty for two. 23-8 now. As the Hornets, he's going to lose the dribble. Boyd with it. Boyd, he's going to stop. Put up a three. Off the front of the iron. Rebound by the Hornets. Boyd. He's going to give it off. No good. Rebounded by the Eagles. McGlynn going to drive in the lane. Dishes it out to Drew. Drew, three. Yes! Drew Yursich, three ball. The first three of the game for both teams, and it is now 26-8. Drew getting the ball, getting the steal. Pump fakes the pass, and he is going to put it up.
They have been on a hot streak now in the middle of this second quarter.
Tipped away by Yursich. And it is going to go to the Hornets as both teams making some substitutions. Braylon Sullivan coming in for the Eagles for JT Kelsheimer. Glenn coming back into the game. And Duke coming back into the game. Boyd with it now. He's guarded by Drew. Boyd, he's going to run in. A no travel called. Gets it out to Melton. Melton, no. Rebounded Vislovsky. Now McGlynn with it. McGlynn going to give it off to Nate. Nate going to drive in. Passes it out to Drew. Drew, 3. Yes! Drew Yursich, 8 points already. 31-8. Wells with it. He's going to drive in off his foot. St. Ed's ball.
The Hornets could not keep up with it.
Yeah, once Drew sees that first one drop, it can't stop him.
Late substitution, Caldwell coming in for Melton for the Hornets. Now Nate with it. He's going to bring it over the timeline. He's going to be guarded by Boyd. Going to give it over to McGlynn. McGlynn, he's guarded by Duke. McGlynn gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan, he's going to drive in, putting it up and in off the glass. Braylon for 2, 33-8 now. Wells, he's going to run, stops. Stolen by Sullivan. Sullivan, he's going to be sprinting in a foot race with Duke, and he's not going to get the layup. Rebounded by the Eagles. Nate gives it to Drew. Drew going to give it to Marty, who can't handle it, as Duke now with it, waiting for the rest of the Hornets to get down with him. Wells now looking to set up the offense of the Hornets. Duke again in front of the Eagle bench. Boyd gonna drive in, reverse layup, and in! Boyd with 4, and the Hornets finally in double digits, as it is a 23-point lead for the Eagles. Substitutions now coming in. Zamir Knox coming in for McGlynn and Vislovsky, and that will also be Bowden Grant coming in for the Eagles. So it looks like Coach Sweeney wanting to play everyone today. Got the 3-point play. Boyd with 5.
Hopefully that could get the Hornets fired up and make a comeback in this game.
Ramirez coming back into the game for Boyd. As now the Eagles, Knox gives it to Grant. Grant, he's going to drive in, dishes it to Drew. Drew for 3 again. Got it!
He is on fire.
11 points for Drew Yursich. 36-11, our score. Out of bounds, St. Ed's basketball.
Once Drew saw that first one fall, it was no going back from there. He just kept going. Now with 11 straight points for him with no misses off after the first one.
Nate to Drew. Sullivan now with it, up, gives it to Drew. Knox, wide open, 3, no, off the back of the iron, rebounded by Ramirez. He's going to give it to Duke. Duke, he's got,
oh my God!
He got
Sullivan. Swatted by Braylon Sullivan.
Braylon Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen. But, however, Hornets basketball.
Yeah.
As now substitutions again coming in for the Eagles will be Brian Velasic and Zach Hackelman coming in for his first as the Yursich brothers get subbed out. Now Hornets inbound to Glenn. Glenn putting it up off the glass, rebounded by Hackelman. Hackelman to Velasic. Velasic, wide open 3. Yes!
Coming in the game with an immediate impact.
Yeah, you know you can't leave him open after 3.
Duke with it, stolen by Velasic. He's guarded by Duke. Knox open in the backcourt, gets it to Knox. Knox to Grant. Grant gonna drive in, pump fake. No, too hard off the glass. Caldwell, no, but there's gonna be a foul, and it looks like it is going to be on Zamir Knox. Foul will be called on Knox. That is the 6th team foul on the day. Caldwell to the line. First shot is up and in. Substitutions Oh, he's going to be coming in for the shooter. He'll be coming in for Caldwell. His second shot is up and in. Caldwell with 2. 39-13 now. Boyd coming back into the game for Caldwell and Wells. Now the Eagles will get the ball. Hackelman with it. He's guarded by Ramirez. Hackelman going to be sprinting up the court. Gives it to Vlasic. Too hard of a pass. Actually, that was to Bowden Grant. Duke, however, going to stop, putting it up and in. Duke, his first 2 of the game, 39-15.
Knox not hesitant at all to try to send that back. Gets faked out though.
Knox with it. Gonna give it over to Grant. Grant to Vlasic. Vlasic 3-ball. No, off the back of the iron. Rebound by Ramirez. And he's gonna get that to Boyd. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Boyd with the basketball. Gives it over to Duke. Duke for 3. No, but there's gonna be a foul as Knox went so hard on the block attempt. He took a seat on the St. Ed's bench.
Another foul on Knox though.
Knox, that's another foul for him. That is his. Actually, that's going to be called on McGlynn.
What?
That's what they have on the scoreboard. Not sure if it's a mistake, even though McGlynn's not even in the game.
Knox was the only one around at the time.
I'm going to say they recorrected it. That is Knox.
His second foul of the game.
That's why you never trust the scoreboard. Now Duke, his first attempt. Yeah, his second attempt, as it was a 3-ball. So now he has 1 shot remaining. 39-15, St. Ed's with the lead. 1:22 to go here in the second quarter. Putting it up, goes 1 for 3 at the line. Now Vlasic with it. He's gonna drive in, gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan back out to Knox. Knox dancing around, putting it up, got the floater. Zamir Knox for 2.
Beautiful bucket by him.
Now the Hornets with the ball. Boyd gonna give it. 3-ball, good. 3 points for him as Sullivan. Now gonna give it to Vlasic. Vlasic wide open 3, no. Rebounded by Braylon, and there's gonna be a foul. Braylon Sullivan has been absolutely physical during this game. And he is going to go to the line as that foul going to be called on Glenn. His second foul.
The score is 41-19, 48 seconds left in the quarter. In the half, my bad.
Same thing. Sullivan can't get it to go on the 1-and-1. Rebounded by Grant, but that's going to be poked away. Sullivan picking it up, gives it to Vlasic. Vlasic to Knox. Knox going to drive in. No charge called. Jump ball, and it is going to go to the Hornets. 37.6 seconds left to end this half. Wells inbounding it to Boyd. Boyd going to give it to Ramirez. Ramirez, 3-ball. No, can't get that. Rebounded by the Eagles. Sullivan now to Hackelman. Hackelman in a foot race, putting it up. No, and there's going to be a foul called as Wells not happy with that call. Foul is going to be called on Wells, and I believe that is his 3rd foul on the night, and it is. So now Zach Hackelman to the line, looking his first trip to the line.
I've been loving the Eagles' defense all game. They have about probably 10-plus steals today, and that's just awesome.
Yeah, they kind of pressuring the Hornets, backing them into a corner. Can't really do nothing when they get a little frustrated. You know, that's why they have so many fouls. 18 fouls, by the way.
Yeah, 8 fouls for the Hornets, 7 for the Eagles as Hackelman, his second shot is up off the back of the iron, rebounded by the Hornets. Loose ball picked up again by the Hornets.
The Hornets aren't giving up though.
Putting it up too hard off the glass, rebounded by Knox. Knox going to chuck it up to Hackelman. Hackelman with the easy layup. three for him, 44-19, 5 seconds to go here in the half. Hornets, 3 seconds, stolen by Velasic. Velasic to Hackerman. Hackerman has to put it up. No. And it is halftime, 44-19. And folks, we will be right back on the Eagles Sports Network.
At Joyce Buick GMC, we're receiving truckloads of new vehicles.
Check out our great selection of new and certified used cars and trucks.
For over 50 years, people have come from near and far.
For the best sales and service experience.
See us today for the lowest prices and great selection in stock.
And that's why people say, drive Joyce, your friends and neighbors, Dale.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
The St. Ed's Alumni Association is once again proud to sponsor the live stream broadcasts of your St. Edward Eagles. The Alumni Association acts as a liaison between alumni and the school while fostering moral, spiritual, and financial support for the continued growth of St. Edward High School. Together, we are St. Ed's. At St. Ed's, students are empowered to grow in their faith, achieve personal excellence, make lifelong friends, and fulfill the virtues of student leadership. No matter who you are, you'll always be empowered to be your best at St. Edward High School. Contact the Office of Admissions at 216-521-2204.
Here at Joyce Buick GMC, our lot is beginning to get full again.
The selection of new Buicks and GMCs is the best it's been for a long time.
And we have many great GMC certified vehicles here and ready for delivery.
Come to Joyce Buick GMC now for great buys on new Buicks and GMCs.
Or a GM certified used SUV or truck. Come see why we say, drive Joyce, your friends and neighbors do.
Joyce Buick GMC, Chester Road, Avon.
Yeah, I told him.
You said what?
Grab my phone. I'm just going to do halftime.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School. It is halftime, 44-19, St. Ed's with the lead. And before we get back underway, let us go over the scoring summary for both teams. First for the Eagles, Drew Yursich, 11 points. Zach Hackelman, 3 points. Butler with 6. Braylon Sullivan with 2. Luke Hess with 7. Brian Velasic with 3. Zamir Knox with 2. Marty McGlynn with 2. Ivor Anderson with 2. Danny Ottiger with 4. And Ryan Ottiger with 2. Now for the Hornets, Duke with 3. Wells with 2. Melton with 2. Glenn with 2. Boyd with 5. Caldwell for 2. And Harsh for 3. And Xavier, what are your keys to the second half for the John Hayes Hornets?
Hey, they have to pick it up on offense. The Eagles defense, they're just tearing them up. You got to pick it up, keep control of the ball. They keep getting steals. And yeah, just all around. Well, offense, their offense is pretty good. Yeah, just all around bad.
And Javion, what are your keys for the Eagles in the second half?
I totally agree with Styles. The Eagles just need to keep up the intensity for real. The defensive side been excellent, just getting more rebounds really. If we could continue to get more rebounds, we could keep this lead and maybe make it a little larger than what it is now.
Yeah, and my key for both teams, keep the fouls to a minimum, as Wells on the Hornets is already at 3 fouls from the first half. The Eagles led it at the end of the first quarter, 21-6, and currently lead it 44-19 here as we get set for the third quarter. Second half starters for the Eagles. It looks like it is going to be Butler, Danny Ottiger, Anthony Noir, Luke Hess, and Ivor Anderson. For the Hornets, it is going to be Wells, Harsh, Boyd, Duke, and stolen by Boyd. Wells can't get the easy layup. Out of bounds, that's going to go to the Hornets, as now here in the second half, the Hornets are going to be going left to right on your screen. The Eagles are going to be going right to left.
That's what you call great defense by the Hornets. I mean, a great teammate by the Hornets.
Harsh with the ball up on the top of the arc. He's going to drive in, putting it up. No, can't get it to go. Rebounded by Noir. Gets it to Butler. And that's going to be poked. That's going to be swatted away by Boyd. Eagles ball once again. Anderson with it. Anderson, he's going to go up. He's going to lose his dribble. Gets it back, putting it up and in. Ivor Anderson, 4 points. 46-19 now as the Hornets with it. Harsh gets it over to Melton. Melton to Boyd. Boyd. He's going to drive and stops. Passes it, loses it. As Danny Ottiger with it, he's going to get that stripped away from him. Boyd. Well, now it looks like Luke Hess with it. Gives it to Butler. Butler kind of trapped in the corner, but he's in a one-on-one, so he has room to sprint, and he does, and that's going to be swatted by Melton, and it's going to go back to the Hornets. As Harsh now going to drive and stop at the line. Gives it over to Melton. Melton to Harsh. Harsh overshoots Wells, and it is going to be St. Ed's ball on the baseline.
I love Boyd's attitude and play on the court, even though they're down by like a lot. He's still like tenacious. Just wants every play.
Hess now with it. He's going to drive in, and there's going to be a foul called on Melton. Melton, his second foul, actually, first of the second half. And now Hess going to the line for 2. Hess putting it up and in. Luke Hess, 8 points on the night. 47-19 our score.
Most of his points on the night came from free throws. He gets to the line.
Hess again, no shot though, lane violation. Hornets ball. So the basket no good, as it is going to go back to the Hornets, as Harsh will be bringing it up. He's going to be guarded by Hess. Boyd now with it. Boyd, he's going to drive in, stops, gets it out to Duke. Duke loses it, gets it back, stolen by Butler. Butler gives it to Hess. Hess to Anderson. Beautiful play by the Eagles.
Great
Anderson
ball
with
movement.
6. 49-19, 30-point lead, running clock now by OHSAA rules. Boyd gonna drive in, stop, stolen by Danny Ottiger. Gives it to Butler. Butler, he's got to get it over the timeline. Stolen by the Hornets. Harsh putting it up and in. That's his 5th point of the day. And now it is under 30 points, so no more running clock. Danny Ottiger with it. Loses it, keeps it in, but gives it to the Hornets. As now Harsh, he's going to be sprinting, loses it. Wells getting it back, and there's going to be a foul. A lot of sloppy basketball here by both teams, really. Foul is going to be called on Ivor Anderson, his 2nd foul, and it is going to be inbounded by Ramirez, checking back into the game right in front of the Hornet bench. Stolen. Now Butler, after getting the lollipop pass, putting it up and in. Aiden Butler, 8 points, turnover. Well, there was a turnover. Not too sure what the reason was, but there are substitutions as Melton being checked out of the game. St. Ed's inbound it. Danny to inbound. Gives it to Nowar. Nowar's going to get his first 2 of the game. 53-21. Eagles with the lead once again and back to a running clock.
Another steal by Aiden Butler.
Oh, stolen right back by the Hornets. Boyd now. He's guarded by Butler. Now guarded by Anderson. Almost poked away. Wells, he's going to drive in. He loses it. And there's going to be a fight for the basketball in the paint. And there's going to be a jump ball situation. Hornets basketball. 53-21 our score. Ryan Ottiger checking in for Butler. And as I said, 53-21, 3:59 to go here in the 3rd quarter as Harsh putting up a long 3. Oh, and he hits it. Harsh just threw that up and said, let's see what happens.
Seemed like it was a prayer.
Stepped in before he passed it.
So another turnover, and that must have been what happened on the other side of the court by the Hornets, as now the Eagles with that. So now inbounding Hornets. Harsh with the ball. After hitting a deep NBA 3, Harsh going to put it up. No. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson, he's going to be sprinting. Gives it. Ryan with it, swatted. Nowar with it. No. Out of bounds. John Hay, Hornets basketball. Boyd now with the ball. He's set to be guarded by Ryan Ottiger. He's dancing around. Putting it, going back by the E. Dancing around once again. He loves just to dance with Ryan. But that's going to be turnover. St. Ed's basketball is now Danny with it. He's going to be sprinting. No charge called, but it's not going to matter.
Fights through the contact.
Ottiger with 6, 55-24. 31-point lead for the Eagles. Running clock situation once again, 3 minutes to go. Boyd. He's guarded by Ryan. Boyd looking to get it to someone. Gets it to Ramirez.
Oh my goodness.
Swatted away. And now a fight for the basketball in the backcourt. As that's Glenn. He's going to put it up. Can't get it to go. But that is going to be a put up, I believe, by Harsh for his 10th point on the night. 55-26. Oh, and there's a foul called as Ryan just rolled over on the basketball. That is going to hurt no matter what. Time out, Hornets.
He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Foul is going to be called on Ramirez, it looks like it. And a timeout called, full timeout. And as they take that timeout, we are going to take ours here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Being at St. Ed's has taught me how to become a leader and how to talk when I feel like I need to talk and say the things that I need to say.
Like, we call for leadership. Like, I know I have these talents, but I'm just gonna like kind of sit back and just let everything happen. Like, now I'm gonna step up and make it happen.
I think Ed's does one of the best jobs around of allowing a person to make their own path. If you want to be an individual that has an impact in this community, you have all the resources to do so. Wow, like this place wants me to be something great.
And welcome back to St. Edward High School, 55-26, a 29-point lead for the Eagles, 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. I am joined, as always, with Xavier Stiles and Javion, and we are getting set to continue this basketball game. St. Ed's, again, with the 29-point lead, not quite at the running clock yet, as it is going to be St. Ed's ball. Anderson set to inbound it on the sideline in front of us, gets it into Oettinger. Ryan with it. He's going to get it over the timeline, gives it to Hess. Hess to Anderson. Anderson going to give it to Noah. Can't get that one to, can't.
I thought I seen a foul there.
Now the Eagles, or that's the Hornets actually, and there's going to be a fight for the basketball on the floor. Glenn, timeout once again called by the Hornets. And it looks like it's going to be a 30-second timeout, I want to say, as he just called that timeout. So there is no jump ball situation, and it will be a 30-second timeout. Javion, I want to ask you first, what do you think the Hornets need to do in coming out of this timeout to get this to a closer game?
Stop the turnovers. The turnovers is costing them a lot here in this second half, even in the first half. But if they can stop the turnovers and keep scoring the ball, I feel like that will help them out a lot going into the second half and to coming back in this game.
Xavier, same question to you.
Kind of the same thing. They just sloppy. You know, they got to get their game more together. Coaching, you know, probably drop a couple plays over there, fix this.
Oh, that's stolen by Noah off the inbound. And Anderson, he's going to lose that dribble. Picked up by Wells. Wells, he's going to go in. Drives. No foul called. Wow. Jump ball situation.
That's great IQ and great defense by the Eagles.
Melton checking into the game for Glenn, and it is going to be St. Ed's ball, as I thought there was going to be a foul called there. Now Oettinger with it. He's going to go over the timeline, gives it to Danny. Danny to Anderson. Anderson going to dance around, goes back. Once again, dancing, gives it out to Hess. Hess to Ryan. Ryan, three ball. Yes!
What a shot by him.
5 points now for Ryan Oettinger.
Great job by Hess for finding them wide open.
Now 3 Eagles goes up. No one able to block it, as that's 4 now for Wells. And it is now 58-28, 30-point lead for the Eagles. As now Danny Oettinger with it. Gives it to Hess. Hess for 2. Yes! Luke Hess, 10 points. Boyd now with it at the top of the arc. Gets the pick. Step back. 3. No, off the side of the iron. Picked up by Ryan. Oh, but stolen by the Hornets. Boyd for 2. No, can't get that, as they're just putting up desperate shots. As Oettinger to Anderson. Anderson kind of overshot, but back to Danny. Danny to Noar. Noar, 3. No. Picked up by Hess. And this Eagle defense absolutely dominating right now. To Anderson. Anderson gets it.
Anderson find the open man.
8 points for him. Noar getting the steal. Ryan Oettinger now to Hess. Hess. Euro step foul as he went up for that, and there's going to be 2 shots for him. And the foul going to be called on Wells. That is his 4th. So 1 more, and he fouls out of the game. 33.7 seconds to go. here in the third. Eagles leading it 62-28. 34-point lead. Should be a running clock, but there isn't. As Hess, he's going to sink it.
There go the running clock.
Yeah, now they're going to run the clock now, as it is a 34-point lead. So the clock's just going to keep going. Hess now to the line once again. His second attempt. Good. Hess perfect at the line tonight. Harsh with it, 5 seconds, 4, 3, putting it up, rolls in, and Harsh is gonna get it before the buzzer. 64-30, St. Ed's with the lead. And we're gonna take this quick break on the Eagles Sports Network.
Attention alumni, Eagle Connect is your one-stop shop for all things St. Ed's. Whether you're looking to reconnect with classmates, professionally network, catch a live stream broadcast, or want to flip through your digital yearbook catalog, Eagle Connect has you covered. Sign up today at sehsconnect.net.
(64-30) is our score. St. Ed's with the lead, with a 34-point lead coming out of the third quarter break. As the Eagles have been leading all game, they have not trailed at all today. I believe the Hornets only had one lead, and that was at the very beginning of the game when they went up 2-0.
Yeah, the Eagles, they put the pedal to the metal and they just didn't stop. Just kept going. Never showed complicity. My bad.
And they need to keep it up to finish out this game for them.
Harsh now with the ball as the Hornets get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Harsh to Duke. Duke is going to drive and gives it out to Dalsiva. No, rebounded by the Hornets, putting it up. No, and there's going to be a foul called as Melton went up to put that, and it looks like the foul is going to be called on Zamir Knox. Knox, 3 fouls on the day. And that'll send Melton to the line for 2. Puts it up. No, can't get it to go as Melton only with 2 points today. 34-point game, running clock here at the Eagles' Nest. Melton, his second attempt. Got it. Melton, 3 points for him, and the Eagles now. Bowden Grant laying it up and in. That's Grant's first 2 of the game. 66-31 as the Hornets now with it. That'll be Boyd now. Boyd passing it in to Dalsiva. Duke now with Duke got to fight out of it. Stolen by Sullivan. Sullivan on the fast break. Putting it up. No. Rebounded by Knox. And Knox going to get the putback.
Put away by Zymer Knox to stay with it and putting it back up and in.
Zymer Knox, 4 points. Eagles lead it 68-31. And that's Boyd with it. Boyd, he's going to drive and he's going to lose his dribbling, but there's going to be a push called on the Eagles.
That was a late call there.
Very late call, as he was already down when the ball was loose and they made the call. Substitutions coming in. Wells will be coming in as the foul going to be called on Zamir Knox, his third on the day. Wells coming in for Dalsiva. Harsh to inbound it on the baseline. Boyd, 3, no. Rebounded by the Hornets. Putting it up and in. That is Melton getting the putback. 5 for him, and he's going to go to the line for the and 1. Melton will go to the line for the 3-point play. Melton putting it up, and no, off the side of the iron, rebounded by Knox. Velasic now with it on the not the corner, the wing, and it's going to go St. Ed's ball. 68-33 our score, 4 minutes to go, running clock here at the Eagles Nest. Sullivan to inbound to Hackelman. Hackelman guarded by Harsh. Hackelman going to drive in, gives it to Velasic. Velasic wide open three, no, off the side of the iron, rebounded by Sullivan. Sullivan to Grant. Grant with it again, putting it up, no, rebounded by the Hornets. Is now there on the fast break. That's Boyd at the top of the arc, gives it to Harsh. Harsh driving in, gives it, oh, nice pass to Wells, and Wells could not complete the play.
Remember for the fast break.
Zamir Knox, yes.
Even though Braylon doesn't have that many points on the game, it's still a very impactful game for him.
70-33, St. Ed's leading it. Wells gonna give it out to Duke. Duke gonna drive in, stops, looking to get it out to somebody. Gets it to Harsh. Harsh, deep, NBA three. He already tried that once before in the game, got it to work, but could not get it the second time. As that was just kind of a desperation throw. Hackelman getting it over the timeline in the corner, gives it over to Knox. Knox chucks it to Sullivan. Sullivan to Grant. Grant gonna drive in, gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan, Velasic, three ball. No, rebounded by Grant. Grant, oh, and that's gonna be stuffed by Melton. And now Duke with it. Duke gets it to Boyd. Boyd, turnaround, putting it up, no. Velasic now with it. 2:23 to go. Hackelman loses it. Picked up by Duke, now Harsh. Harsh, he's gonna look to put it up. Gets the easy two. That's 14 points for Harsh.
It was like he was a little hesitant to go to the basket. He heard Braylon's footsteps.
Knox with it now in the key, putting it up, and he just overpowers Melton. Zamir Knox with 8.
Would have played very, showing his aggressive side and just scored with ease.
Melton now up by the line. He's looking to drive in. Melton gives it to Boyd. Boyd, three. No, rebounded by the Eagles. Knox, bounce pass to Sullivan. Not too sure what that was, but he's able to save it, but it goes towards the Hornets. Boyd, three ball from the top of the arc. Yes! Boyd with 8, timeout. St. Ed's, it looks like.
Like I said, with this large lead, Boyd, he still doesn't give up. Still wants the ball, want to make plays.
30-second timeout called. I believe it was by the Eagles.
Is that a Hornet player with his jersey off?
What?
I believe so. Not too sure who it is, as the only player in foul trouble is Wells, but Wells still has his jersey on. And no one else really is in foul trouble for the Hornets. So it was a 30-second timeout called, I believe, by the Eagles as they used their first timeout of the game. Eagles 4 timeouts left. John Hay with 2. 72-38 our score. 1:31 to go. Now Eagles ball on the baseline. Anderson inbounded to Butler. Butler, cross-court pass to Velasic. Velasic gonna drive in. Euro step, no!
Brian struggled. After he hit his first shot of the game, he's been struggling ever since.
I don't think he's made one since. I'm surprised he didn't take the 3 there. He was probably shaking up from what Javion just said.
Duke putting it up, and he's gonna get that. That's 5 for Duke. 72-40 our score. Long pass to Ryan. Ryan gonna lay it up and in. That's 7 for Ryan. 74-40, 34-point lead for the Eagles. Boyd, top of the arc, stops, putting it up, and he's gonna airball that, but rebounded by Harsh. Harsh with the hook, and he's gonna get that. Harsh, 16 points for him.
Harsh is a person to never give up. I can tell. All game he hasn't gave up one little bit. He's been playing his heart out the whole entire time.
Ryan Oettinger with the triple, and he's going to get that to go, and that's going to be stolen by Butler. Given back to Ryan, gives it to Velasic, and Velasic's going to get the easy put up. Velasic 5 points, as the play was going a bit too fast, but it is a running clock, 20 seconds to go. 79-42, St. Ed's with the lead. John Hay basketball. Harsh leading all scorers, 16 points. As Harsh, 5 seconds to go, putting up a three. Oh, can't get that to go. 2 seconds, one, and that is going to be the ball game. St. Ed's coming away with the 79-42 victory. And folks, before we go, let's go over the final stats for today's game. First for the Eagles, Drew Yershich with 11, Hackelman with 3, Butler with 8, Sullivan with 2, Hess leading all scorers for the Eagles with 12, Velasic with 5, Knox with 8, McGlynn with 2, Anderson with 8, Grant with 2, Danny Ottiger with 6, Anthony Nowar with 2, and Ryan Ottiger with 10. Then for the John Hay Hornets, Duke with 5, Wells with 4, Melton with 5, Glenn with 2, Boyd with 8, Caldwell with 2, and Harsh leading all scorers for the Hornets with 16 points. Javion, final thoughts.
I love the way the Eagles came into this game playing very aggressive, and they sticked with it throughout the whole game, really playing aggressive, getting multiple steals throughout the whole game. And I just feel like that will really help them win this game here today. And for the Hornets, Harsh really played his heart out today. He didn't give up one little bit, playing to the last buzzer of this game.
Xavier, final thoughts.
Pretty sure he covered most of it, but the defense by the Eagles, just great all around. Butler, with how many ever steals he had. Aiden with some of the blocks. Braylon, he had blocks too. They just showed up.
Well, that'll wrap it up for us. For my partners, Xavier Stiles and Javion Ghostin, I'm Chris Mendoza. Thank you for joining us here on the Eagle Sports Network. We will give you varsity action. It is senior night from the Eagles Nest. And once again, thank you for joining us on the Eagles Sports Network.